Welcome to Aviation Moments, where we bring you the most astonishing, heart-pounding and unforgettable events from the world of aviation. Whether you're an aviation enthusiast, a frequent flyer, or just someone who loves a good adrenaline rush, get ready to witness the skies like never before. Let's get going. Caught on camera during filming for Top Gear Korea, helicopter pilots lose engine power and crash into the ground. Thankfully, both pilots walked away. It gives a good lesson in the importance of a decent rate of landing, especially on water. The aircraft experienced engine failure while on approach for landing, forcing the pilot to attempt an emergency descent with limited control and reduced power. Footage from November 2013 shows two planes colliding at an altitude of 12,000 feet, resulting in one plane catching fire. All 9 skydivers and both pilots survived the incident. The pilot escaped injury and climbed from the cockpit before the aircraft was taken away on a crane truck. The retired officer was testing a new battery in the aircraft on August 18, 2018 in Little Rock, Arkansas, when a gust of straight loud wind tipped the helicopter over. A Chinese-based fighter believed to have launched from a nearby aircraft carrier during a training exercise. The pilot was able to successfully eject before being rescued by local residents. The plane had some technical issues and required an emergency landing in Russia Airport on May 5, 2019. Passengers were evacuated through emergency slides. Watch the emergency landing of a Mexican Mi-17 helicopter. One engine failed and the plane crashed into a wastewater treatment plant building. The plane caught fire. 42 passengers were saved. The pilot made an uneventful emergency landing on a public highway following a loss of engine power due to fuel starvation.
It's like informing people about this right to ask asylum. We notice when they know about this right more and more.
The fiery scene of a plane crash on the 101 freeway in Agoura Hills. The pilot was reported uninjured. CCTV footage shows the moment a plane flipped over on landing at Mogadishu's airport on July 18, 2022. All 36 passengers on board the flight survived. American Airlines flight was forced to make an emergency landing in Denver shortly after an engine caught fire.
Well, there's people, yeah.
An air disaster we cannot forget. On September 16, 2011, the Galloping Ghost, a highly racing aircraft, crashed while competing at the Reno Air Races in Reno, Nevada.
Oh my God!
I can't believe that.
God!
My
Oh my
God.
God!
Passengers on a flight from Edinburgh to New York experienced absolute terror when engine got fire. Tourists can be weird at times. They flew on these same jets to St. Martin just to get blown away on the beach by the jets.
Jebana me majku.
Nitka robiła kula. A lokiet? Ojej, oj. Aha. אני לוקח. מתפייצים.
An aircraft was parked on the apron, becoming loose and performing an almost 90-degree turn to its right side. Winds of up to 140 kilometers per hour were registered at the Buenos Aires 2 commercial airports. On November 12, 2023, in Argentina, a plane owned by Buenos Aires businessman Alberto Pol crashed. A plane landed without problems at wind speeds of over 40 knots, plus 70 kilometers per hour. Plane crash landing on runway tail falls off aircraft after test flight, hard landing failure. A Beechcraft 200 Super King Air made a belly landing at Muerto Miguel Airport in Argentina. In 1993, an aircraft crashed during an air display at Biggin Hill, London, England.
No kidding.
Three Italian Air Force collide in mid-air during a display at Ramstein Air Show. Loncair LX-7 turboprop long landing and runway departure resulted in a collision with a car.
Not good. Not good.
A plane crashed during a display at the 2013 Dayton Air Show in Ohio.
Sitting on top of the world. Oh no!
Martin, get away! Get up! Martin, get away! Get up!
On March 1, 2025, a FedEx cargo plane made an emergency landing following bird strike, engine fire,
Y ellos arrancaron ahora, papá.
¿Cuándo regreso?
In June 2015, a military aircraft caught fire at an airbase near Ukrainka. A United States Air Force suffered an emergency landing due to multiple hydraulic issues caused by the brakes being reportedly locked out or seized.
to wait anything longer than about 10 minutes or maybe 15. As runway operations suspended due to cable engagement, expect runway operations to resume in.
A Mustang fighter plane is forced to make an emergency landing at Victoria, Australia after its landing gear fails. On August 27, 2017, a Canadair hit a barge at the mast while it was refueling in the port. Crikey, that was a better landing than most normal landings. Planes collided during the Duxford Air Display. This is crash footage of the famous World War II airfighter P-38 Lightning in Duxford, UK. A plane crashed in Kamloops, British Columbia.
What?
He just crashed.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
On April 7, 2022, the Boeing suffered a hydraulic failure and crashed on landing at the Costa Rican airport.
La sangre de Cristo. Sí.
Uy, madre. Por eso, ¿no? Gracias a Dios que no cae pasajeros.
Jet engine malfunctions and catches fire due to bird strike.
Vaya, vaya. Siga, Sammy.
People catch you. Ladies and gentlemen, the fire trucks are on their way. Please you do not have to get up. Please remain seated. Please remain seated. Please remain seated. They're on their way. Everything will be fine.
It's not, it's slowing down. It's getting smaller.
Air crash of the Russian bomber on takeoff. Unbelievable CCTV footage capturing a Bangladeshi Air Force trainer bouncing off the runway on May 9, 2024. Twister making a crash landing at Abingdon Air Show 2017 after losing power. It was in Dublin Airport, Ireland. A Japan Airlines plane has caught fire at Tokyo's Haneda Airport. A small plane was about to land when it suddenly overshot the rainy runway at Ubatuba Airport. Yikes! This aircraft broke down due to the hard landing. Amazing reverse thrust when Boeing 767 was landing under heavy rain. The Spitfire scale replica had a bit of a control problem on takeoff on the 29th of August 2015. This Boeing had a tail strike on landing. Pretty shocking, right? The plane's rear door opened mid-flight, causing passengers to lose their luggage and hats. A small single-engine plane had to make a terrifying emergency landing on a beach in Ocean City.
Oh my God.
A US military contracted plane crashes in the southern Philippines.
No. Siapa makunca puluh kimalap dun. Kaya usah kami si magara ti gunginya masuka ta kayo ko magayas. Ina kati gudi. Kuwe guna ma private plane niya ka.
An unusual incident occurred in Boryspil International Airport, Ukraine. A passenger waiting for departure went to sunbathe. Oh my!
Positive G's in the racing. That was a little bit of negative G's in the free fall there that Chuck just demonstrated.
Plane crashed in John Wayne Airport, California on August 21, 2023. On October 23, 2014, at Phoenix Mesa Gateway Airport in Arizona. The aircraft, a restored World War II, was piloted by Jeff Pino, and during the landing attempt, the gear failed to deploy properly, forcing Pino to execute a belly landing on runway. The incident gained attention due to the aircraft's historical value. Medical helicopter experiences a malfunction and crashes while landing on a Los Angeles hospital rooftop. Wreckage missed the roof's edge by about 15 feet, and all aboard survived. Two planes collided mid-air during an airshow at Royal Air Force Fairford in Gloucestershire, UK. One aircraft was sliced apart and burst into flames, while the other became uncontrollable. Fortunately, both pilots ejected safely. Unbelievable footage shows a Russian pilot ejecting from a fighter jet. He parachuted safely and fumbled with his GPS. Exact date and location are murky. A Cessna crashed into the waters of the Port of Mexico after an apparent engine failure. Strangely, the pilot ran away from the crash site and is at large for the authorities. On March 23, 2023, shortly after takeoff, the plane crashed into a house just outside the airport perimeter. The cause was suspected to be engine failure, though investigations were ongoing at the time. The aircraft was coming out of a barrel roll and was turning onto runway heating, which did not allow the aircraft to arrest the descent when maneuvering with large angles of bank. Greatest video there is to teach how not to touch down trying to land a slow 3-point, and exactly not what to do when you feel that 3-point didn't happen because you were too fast.
Look, Naya. Whoa! Oh, he parachuted.
An aircraft was performing maneuvers in the air during the Thunder over Michigan Air Show in Michigan when both pilots on board suddenly ejected.
It's not crashing. They did that on purpose.
A small plane crashed into a helicopter at an airport in St. Bartholomew. The airplane's 8 passengers managed to escape unharmed.
Whoa! Did you just get on film?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What?
A Mirage 2000 fighter plane of the Indian Air Force crashed near a village. On February 10, 2025, a plane that was owned by Motley Crue frontman Vince Neil crashed, but Neil was not on board. It happened at Barton Aerodrome, Manchester, on July 21, 1996. A plane burst tire during takeoff from Rued Nous Airport in Algeria, damaging one of its propellers. Footage shows a jet leaving the runway at Ubatuba Airport, Brazil. A banner plane crashed on a street in Hollywood, Florida. The plane was heavily damaged, but the pilots walked away. On September 20, 2016, a helicopter crashed into the sea during a training flight. The two crew members survived without injury. A Fair-35 fighter jet crashes at Alaska's Eielson Air Force Base. Glad the pilot survives. A clear visual of the incident in Vancouver's Cole Harbour near Stanley Park. During a landing in 2009 at Kandahar Airfield, a RAF Harrier slammed into the ground, causing the aircraft to burst into flames. The pilot managed to control the aircraft until the very last minute before he had to eject. Oh my, air show disaster in Ukraine. On February 1, 2025, a plane crashed in Philadelphia shortly after takeoff from Philadelphia's executive airport. The moment a plane and helicopter collided over the Potomac River, Maryland, on January 29, 2020. A Martin Mars flying boat landed in Lake Pleasant on its way to retirement at the Pima Air and Space Museum. Looks like the Lima Airport Tower failed to control the traffic on the runway as fire trucks and airplanes collided. It happened at Maho Beach, St. Martin, Princess Juliana International Airport. A World War II-era biplane flipped over upon landing at Reagan National Airport, Virginia. 24. Indian Air Force LCA Tejas fighter crashed in Jaisalmer, India. Pilot successfully ejects. Oops, just not enough speed and too much weight. On June 27, 2016, about 2 hours into a flight from Singapore to Milan, Italy, the aircraft was returning to Changi Airport for safety reasons. A flight evaluation trials on January 27, 1969 at Dunsford. Two aircraft of the Spanish-Portuguese Yak Stars formation team collided during the Beijing Air Show. Portugal
Não! Ai, 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 não! Ah.
An American Airlines Boeing 737-800 loses a tire while taking off from Tampa.
There's 590. Oh my gosh. It's the real deal, guys.
A plane crashed near San Diego. On September 2, 1995, a British aerospace Nimrod crashed due to a combination of low airspeed and G-force squat, causing the port wing to drop and bank. On November 12, 2023, an Aero L-29 Delphin plane owned by a businessman crashed. On December 11, 2013, a Cessna 28B lost engine power and ditching into the Pacific Ocean. An aerobatic plane crashed at an airport in Lages, a city in southern Brazil. Every 2 years, airport operators are required to carry out scowl exercises, such as those shown in this video. Both pilots were incredibly lucky that day. In September 2023, a small propeller-driven plane crashed during an airshow in Hungary. On June 16, 2018, an experimental kit aircam impacted terrain during its initial climb. Footage from inside the burning Aeroflot plane that landed. An aviation incident with a Mi-171A2 helicopter.
Вот так вот колесики у нас зашли в сырую землю.
Trigana Air 7 37500 evacuated at Jayapura Sentani Airport, Indonesia, after flames appeared in its left engine during taxi.
Hampir sabi kecelakaan pesawat di Bandara Sentani. Kebetulan saya
Great job by the crew to abort the takeoff. That's what happens when you drink vodka before a flight, haha. A bird strike sparked an engine fire on a plane shortly after it took off on April 23, 2023 from an Ohio airport. A crazy footage with a Bangladesh Air Force combat trainer aircraft. Due to bad weather, the flight failed to land. The pilot immediately decided to take off again. A video of a PAF F-16 fighter jet crashed. A FedEx plane skidded off the runway during a crash landing when its landing gear did not descend. Glad there were no casualties. Great landing. Notice the engines are off, the props aren't turning. This occurred at an air show in Spokane, Washington. Oh, Bell 407 gets very close to a Cessna. Guys, see the most unbelievable emergency landings without aircraft wheels. Dynamic display of Su-27 from Belarus at the air show in Radom, Poland ended in a crash. This American Airlines flight from North Carolina had a rough landing as it slid off the runway. This plane blows nearly all of its tires on landing, causing fires. Examination did not reveal any evidence of pre-accident malfunctions or failures of the flight control system. So what is the cause? Gyrocopter crash, rotor flapping during the takeoff. Helicopter of the Georgian Border Service crashed near the mountain resort of Gudari.
Охренеть! Пипец! Это пипец!
A Boeing B-17 Flying Fortress and a Bell P-63 King Cobra collided during an airshow at Dallas Executive Airport on November 12, 2022. It occurred in Harare, Zimbabwe on May 31, 2022. A plane crashed into Miami Bridge on May 14, 2022. This is how you can fight unemployment. Haha, just kidding. Pilot spends 9 hours sitting on the wing of his Cessna 172 after crashing into the national park. An Air Canada Boeing B-777 aircraft escaped a large-scale fire. An Airbus A321neo landed in crosswind. A United Airlines flight makes an emergency landing after one of the plane's wings came apart mid-air. The jet crashed while performing in the 38th Annual Navy Relief Air Show, California.